You have an interesting story because you have done a lot of different things here, and you've been a Hooters girl, you've been at the bar, but then you're also working in the management world. Bring me into kind of how it all came together.
Well, about 4 years ago here, I used to work at Ace Hardware, and that is what I did until I graduated with my AA, and I had just randomly met a girl that had worked here through my graduation ceremony. She was like, "Hey, you're really nice. I think that you would do really well with my company, Hooters. You should come apply." And I was like, "No, I really like my job at Ace Hardware. Like, I think I'm gonna stay." And then about a week later, I had thought on it, and I was like, I think I actually want to try this. So I put in my application, and thank God I actually got hired. I started doing that for a while I was in school, making money. I got promoted on the bar, which is super nice. And then come here last spring, I just graduated. So kind of as, I guess, a promotion, celebratory of me graduating, I got my bachelor's in hospitality management. So kind of this. They decided to promote me and move me up to an hourly manager. So it's kind of cool. I still get to bartend, but I also get to get that aspect of things to kind of build my resume. And I am going back to school, so working on my master's. So.
And so for hospitality, what can you say about, because we talked about it a little bit off the air, that Hooters is, I mean, at least from my perspective, and 11 years ago to now, working with Tim Baum and Jeff Spraker, obviously Farron here and whatnot, it's a company filled with people that are organized. They want to make sure that everything is kind of like put together in the right way. I just feel like there's really good people behind the scenes that don't get talked about enough.
That's definitely true. That is 100% the case. There are so many good hearts just in this company. Just from the kitchen guys, the higher ups, the people you don't really see too much. There's so many just genuine people that work here.
Sports-wise, do you have a team?
Like college or like
college
team?
And pro, whatever you want to go with first.
So for college, I went to UCF, so obviously Knights, but my boyfriend's family, his family was FSU alum, so also go Knowles. Exactly, yeah. And then as far as professional goes, I'm from Florida.
Yeah.
We don't have the best luck here with our teams. And then also my parents, they happen to be, Dallas Cowboys fans. So just all around, I support Florida teams and Dallas Cowboys, but
Fair enough. So UCF and Florida State don't cross, right? Because you got UCF, South Florida, you got Florida State. Here's a cool thing with UCF and Florida State. Mackenzie, see him back. I'm ecstatic about this. So you can actually love them both through just Mackenzie Milton.
Perfect. I love him already.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. And shout out to him because he gave, when I asked him a question about, getting back on the field, he shouted out his mom. His mom came to live with him for 2 years, and she helped him rehab and get better. And for, a young man to even say, "Hey, I live with my mom," and she did all this, he's got a quality mom. And so I want to shout out Miss Milton there because she's pretty awesome. So
and he's one of those guys. He took advantage of that name and image and likeness right away too.
Him and De'Ara King, immediately.
Yep.
So sports-wise, then we talked off the air about UCF. Are you going to go to the bounce house this year?
I am 100% going to try. I told him yesterday. I have gone to UCF for the past 4 years, and I have never been to a game.
Not one game.
I know.
I've been to more games over the last 10 years. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So I always wanted to. I never did, and it's such a shame too because we get free tickets. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So now that I'm back from my master's degree, I'm going to UCF again. I have to. It's one of my goals that I need to go to a game.
We're gonna keep tabs.
So, okay.
Every home game we're gonna cross. Like, hey, did you go?
Did Jordan go? I got you guys. I won't disappoint.
No, because
so I'm gonna try to
Ashland's
go to the Boise game coming up. Yeah, I got a plan.
Because Ashland's East Carolina, you're UCF. They play each other. So I'm going to keep tabs on that game.
We should go to the game together.
You should go to the game.
I'll talk to
Live,
her.
we'll
We'll
go
get
live.
together.
We'll go live from there. Yeah. They'll be in the parking lot like,
I'll have
should
my
we?
people contact her people.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, figure something out. Yeah, I believe we get free tickets. Maybe I should. There's fans right now going, are you serious right now? Like, they can't go to the games due to COVID and the free tickets.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So we got to make that happen, obviously. Music-wise, what are you listening to?
Everything. I'm a big country fan, so I love Luke Combs. I am going to see him in October, and I cannot wait. I've been waiting to see him for like 2 years because, all the concerts were
Yeah.
not going on, but I'm a little bit of a nerd. I go to this like bar called Cowboys all the time
Okay.
because I love country music and I love line dancing, so I put on my boots and I go out there and I do that every Thursday, literally every Thursday for the past like 2 years.
I think I was there. My buddy Jason brought me, but they line dance to everything.
Yeah.
They line dance to rap music.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm out there, and I thought I was in a flash mob. He's like, come out and dance, and I'm there by myself. I was like single, whatever. So I'm out there with him. I think he had his girlfriend at the time, whatever. So we go. I get on the dance floor. This like Notorious B.I.G. song comes on, and everybody's like, and I was like, I'm looking around, and there's like 75 people doing this dance. I was like, I don't know the dance. And I'm trying to get it down, and then the next song they do a different one.
Different one, yeah.
And I was
yeah.
just like, wow,
That's
I respect line dancing.
Line dance game is strong, man.
Yeah, I never liked country music growing up. I love it now.
Yeah.
That's how I was. I didn't like it growing up too much, and then a few years ago, I had gone to Cowboys. I had done like cheer and dance growing up, so I really liked that choreographed, like dancing type of thing.
Yeah.
But I hated country music. My friend, she dragged me out there, and I was like, I don't want to do this. And then I ended up loving it and going back even without her, just continuously going back. So.
That was the thing with me. I remember when I first started with Boot Barn, I was like, I got to sit here and listen to country music all day for 8, 9, 10 hours all day.
Yeah.
But to your point, like you start listening to, and we've had this conversation on the show, but it's like,
Yeah.
I love R&B music, and for me, country music is so close to good like 90s R&B, like rock solid lyrics, melodies, tunes. Like
Yeah.
country music is dope, man.
They don't apologize for talking about God.
Yeah.
They talk about family. I love that. And the songs are real. And when I don't want to get in my feelings, I go to Drake. But when I want to get in my feelings, then I go to Luke Combs and I go to, Rascal Flatts and Florida Georgia Line and all that stuff. But see, country, like I can listen to it today, but there's those days where I'm like, I don't want to feel that today.
I agree with that.
Like,
as
I
well.
just can't do that today. I can listen to Mayberry by Rascal Flatts because they talk about Cherry Coke, and I'm fine with that. Favorite movie of all time?
Of all time? That's so hard. I don't know if I have a favorite movie of all time. I like horror films in general. I do like horror movies.
Okay.
Scary things. I've been currently watching Z Nation, which is like a zombie apocalypse kind
Okay.
of. They just came out with a prequel called Black Summer on Netflix.
Okay.
And I had watched that during COVID, and I got really into it. I thought it was really cool, really good. Just the way they set up the episodes, it'd be like the same scene, but from different people's perspectives. So it was just really
Okay.
interesting. It was like a different type of film, yeah. So I started to kind of get into that, and I found out it was a prequel to Z Nation, and I like zombie things, so I started watching that. I've been binging that.
So I'm curious. You said you're a big horror fan overall. So who's your favorite villain, monster, killer, or whatever?
Oh, it's kind of hard.
I gotta like put my earmuffs on because scary movie. I don't like Exorcist movies.
Yeah.
I can watch some of that.
I
Like,
think those are the scariest ones.
Like,
See,
I
'cause
don't.
I'm a Nightmare on Elm Street.
I was gonna
Freddy
say I
Krueger
like
guy.
Chucky a lot.
Yeah. See, Chucky's dope
I
too.
was Chucky for Halloween last year, so I really like Chucky.
So my
I think
daughter
he's
was
cool.
Chucky, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Can we pick that up? Because we follow each other on here. Would
It's
you?
on there.
Can I
It
pick
is
it
on-
up?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I'm gonna search for it right now. Okay, let's pick you up
That was
here.
one of those
I have
things
a
like we were
couple.
shopping for
Okay.
It might be
costumes
down.
with my
Or not
daughter.
last year.
And same thing. She goes in, she sees the Chucky costume. She's like, I want to be Chucky. I was so wow. That's pretty cool.
Can you show that? Look at that. That doesn't even look like you at all.
I had a wig on.
You pulled that
Yeah,
off.
that's good.
That's horrifying.
Nah, when my daughter chose Chucky, I was like, yeah.
Daddy's girl.
And there she goes, walking around with a little knife.
Oh my
Want to play a game?
Oh my! See, I never watched Child's Play growing up. I stayed away from it, and so I dated somebody in college, and she loved scary movies. So this is what I learned, and this is no offense to you at all, because you watch the scary movies, but you don't force yourself to watch it. Any girl that's forced me to watch a scary movie has been a horrible girlfriend. Because there's 3 of them that have me watch like the scariest movies in the world. If I watch it on my own, fine.
Yeah.
Right? So note to your guy from Florida State, what's his name? Devin, if she doesn't force you, she's good. If she forces you to watch it, then call me. But so I'm watching Child's Play this one night, and there was so she forced me to watch it. We were at her house, whatever, and I watched 1 and 2. I fell asleep that night, and I slept on the floor. There's a bathroom right behind me with the door open. I kid you not, 18 years I got by this. I fell asleep. I woke up. And I had dreamt about, and I can still draw the entire thing to you today like I just had the dream. Going up the stairs, there was this all white apartment. Chucky led me up this long flight of stairs. He killed the mom, the dad, the son, and the daughter in front of me, came into the kitchen with the bloody knife, gets up on the stool, and he's looking at me, and he won't kill me, and he's telling me how easy it was to kill them while he's swinging the knife. I still remember that. Bro, that was from 2005.
It scared you that bad.
Yeah, and I can't remember the good dreams I had. I'm like, remember that dream when I was on a rainbow? No. Remember that time? Yeah, remember when Chucky was killing people? Yeah. So I can't watch. And like my thing is, I don't have kids yet. I know that my kids are gonna mess with me someday, and they're gonna be like walking down on all fours, like down the stairs or something like that. And I'm gonna be real with them. The first time, I'll laugh. The second time, they're getting adopted. I'm not keeping that in my house. If they're talking to somebody in the closet, we'll move one time. Yeah. But if, Mr. Jiggles follows us to the next house, then they can stay with Mr. Jiggles. I'm out.
You gotta go.
We're like, Mr. Jiggles wasn't with me as a kid. He with you. That's a problem that's your problem. That's not my problem.
That's your friend.
Yeah, that's your friend. That's your +1. That's not my +1. So, in the effort of fairness, we do a thing on my show called Rapid Fire, which lets you ask the question. So you can ask Rick a question and me a question. Anything in the world. We're live on video and audio, so we have to answer it.
No pressure.
No pressure. You can ask Rick first, and then I'll go second.
Okay. I don't really know much about you in general. Where did you go to school, or what did you do? What do you do?
So, where did I go? So, I'm originally from New York.
Okay.
I went to school in Virginia.
Okay.
While I was in Virginia, I did the Disney College program, which brought me down here, and I've been stuck ever since.
Okay.
So that's how we got here. I mentioned I used to work at Boot Barn, actually, so oddly enough, I used to be a store manager at Boot Barn, slinging those cowboy boots. Got a nice collection of cowboy boots hanging in the closet.
I need some new black ones, so I'll see you after.
But now I've kind of transitioned. I've gotten out of the retail world, thank God, and I'm actually working for FanDuel now. So
Okay.
Doing some sports stuff, but that's me. I'm a sports junkie. I'm a movie junkie, music junkie. I DJ, so I do a little bit of
You DJ
everything.
too?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. You're kind of very well rounded.
Yeah. I try to not stay in one box. So.
Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
And then I kind of talked to you a little bit yesterday about your life and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe just.
So that means you could ask a good, dirty question. Something deep, pull something out of him.
I'm not that creative, honestly.
Yeah.
So you talked about not liking horror films. What kind of movies do you like, or what do you enjoy?
I got the easy one.
Super easy one, yeah.
So I talked to Alex about this. I'm a big Marvel fan. I've always been that way.
Okay.
And so I like that, but I'm a big comedy. I love making people laugh. Rick knows that my stand-up comedy is a long time in the making.
Yep.
You know off the air, as I did say that, we were talking about the ex-life. My ex-girlfriends will make me a lot of money someday on stand-up. So coming to Netflix. But I'm excited. But no, my favorite, I would probably say I love comedies.
Who's your favorite comedian then?
I was just going to go there. Love him. I wanted to work with him so bad. When he passed away, I honestly felt like my uncle died, and that was Robin Williams. Robin Williams to me is actually a woman down here made at Tampa Bay Comic Convention. She does these like half faces, and she had Robin Williams that she drew, and then the faces of 6 movies he was in.
That's really cool.
And she put it together, and his eyes are blue, but everything else is black and white. It's so good, it looks like a portrait of him, and it genuinely like will bring a tear to your eye because you can like almost see his pain.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean Robin Williams, everything, Mrs. Doubtfire, Bicentennial Man. I watched everything he
I've
was
heard
in.
really good things about him too. I heard that he also used to hire like homeless people on his set too, I guess.
Well, and what he died from was there was this very rare brain disease that was making him kind of lose his ability to think. So people don't really know what happened to him. And if you watch the documentary on HBO, it'll get you. But
I didn't even know there was
it's
a
very
documentary.
deep. It's
Okay.
it's very
I'll have to watch that.
it's good. It's very good, and it kind of like brings you into more of like the pain that he went through. But Robin Williams by far. I like Jim Carrey. I like Kevin Hart.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, I liked Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
You know, Bernie was great too.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, comedies I would have to say because I like making people laugh.
Heard.
So
Heard.
so with that being said, Jordan, thank you. We
Thank
appreciate
you
it
for
so
having
much.
me.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Pleasure
Thank
is
you.
always mine.
All right, thank you so